Brasov has a white tower and a black tower that are two of the famous attractions here. Just a little bit outside of the city. You can walk there from the council square. It's about a 15-minute walk. You can see the Christmas market from up here.
My favorite part of this tower so far is honestly just the view. I wish you could go in it.
Pretty cool.
Now we're going to find the black tower. This is the black tower. It's not black at all. I don't know if the color has faded over time or if it was just built this color, but it's called the Black Tower. And during medieval times, it was actually a lookout post for people to watch and protect medieval Brasov from enemies. The Black Tower is really close to the White Tower, and it's also a really good lookout point over the city.
Once again, you can't go inside.
Sad. It looks cool.
I am loving Brasov. I have always been drawn to medieval times, even more than Seaview. This just has a medieval feel to it with the towers on the perimeter of the town. You can imagine it way back when in the 1400s, those towers being used to defend the city with the wall around it. We're still up here at the Black Tower, but the next thing that we're going to go see is the Black Church. It was built by the Germans in the late 1300s. It wasn't even finished until nearly 100 years later. Over time, the church has faded a little darker, but the misconception is that that was because of a fire in Brasov in the late 1600s, when in actuality, it's just darkened because of environmental pollution. It wasn't even called the Black Church until the 1900s. It is beautiful and by far the biggest building in Brasov.
It looks big from above where we were standing earlier, but from down here it looks massive.
Definitely the biggest church I've ever seen. Today, we are headed to Bran Castle. This is an extremely popular day trip from Brasov. This is what is known as Dracula's Castle. The first step in getting to Bran Castle is to come to Autogara 2, bus station 2 here in Brasov, and then you just pay the bus driver directly to get to Bran Castle.
It's about 10 a.m. and we just made it inside the grounds of Bran Castle. And as soon as we walked in, we smelled popcorn popping. So we had to get some. This is our breakfast, and it's really good.
Dracula in real life is believed to be Vlad the Impaler, who was a Transylvanian ruler back in the 1400s. It turns out that Vlad the Impaler never even went to this castle because it wasn't under his rule. It wasn't a friendly place for him to go. Some people believe that maybe he was imprisoned here at some point, but that's still up in the air. What we do know is that this stone castle was built in the late 1300s, and that in the 1430s and 1440s it was used to defend against the Ottoman Empire.
More than the castle itself, the history was really cool. It's a pretty short tour. We were only inside for about 40 minutes. I really liked Queen Marie and King Ferdinand.
Definitely add going to Bran Castle to your list as a day trip from Brasov. It was a really easy trip there, and we're about to catch the bus back. We are currently on a train from Brasov to Sforii, which is how you get to Peles Castle. This is the second most visited castle in all of Romania. The train ride there is about an hour.
Once you get to Sforii, you either have to hike 30 to 40 minutes uphill to get to the castle or take a taxi. The hike is extremely uphill, so we are opting for the taxi option. No surprises here, but we probably weren't as prepared as we should have been. We didn't have cash, so the taxi wasn't an option. So we are doing the hike, and it is indeed straight uphill. The walk has actually been really enjoyable. It's kind of through the woods, and there's lots of beautiful houses, and it's a peaceful walk. I'm kind of glad we ended up doing it. We are approaching the castle now. I haven't even seen pictures of it. Griffin did all the research for this day trip, so I am loving it. That is insane.
This is so cool.
I am claiming this room. If I were the queen, then this would be my bedroom.
Peles Castle, not as old as Dracula's castle. It's just beautiful on the inside, and we had a really good time here. If you have to prioritize one over the other, come here.
This castle behind me is Pelisor Castle, which is just up the road from Peles Castle. It was built around 1900, and King Carol, who lived in Peles Castle, actually had this castle built for his nephew, who went on to become King Ferdinand.
Imagine just having an uncle that builds you a castle. That's quite the gift.
We're not going to go inside this castle, but we're going to check out the outside, and you can pay to get in if you want to.
Thank you. Madison ordered a ginger chili beer.
I thought it might be like spicy or something. I really like spicy margaritas, so I thought this would be like a spicy beer, but it's really gingery.
We loved this place, the after stew, so much that we're back here the next day. We brought our chessboard that we bought at the Cebu Christmas market, so we're putting that to use. What flavor?
It's this, I don't know, a brown beer, but it's really good. We are standing in Rope Street, which is one of the narrowest streets in all of Europe. It ranges from 44 to 53 inches wide throughout the whole thing, and it's pretty cool.
People are yelling behind us because the street echoes pretty loud due to it being so narrow.
Legend has it that if a couple can hold hands and walk the entirety of this street without touching the walls, then they will have good luck for the rest of their lives. So we're about to walk back through it and try it. You did it.
That's my lucky number.
We honestly spent a lot more time there than we planned to because we took a lot of pictures there. I wasn't expecting the walls to have so much art and graffiti on them, and it ended up looking really cool. It is really busy, so if you're trying to get pictures without people in the background, definitely come early in the morning and you'll probably have it all to yourself.